Bam. Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da. This is bloody boring.
Oh, you're so needy.
Thank fucking God.
So fucking needy, James.
Where the hell are you?
You can't see my face because I'm on my computer that I built very poorly.
I don't care.
You
I want to see your face.
Oh, it's got no webcam.
Oh, that's shit.
Sorry,
I
mate.
did all this. I did my makeup and everything.
How are you?
Bloody, I think I'm a little bit tipsy, to be honest.
Yeah? What are you drinking?
Just a Yalumba Shiraz. Nothing too
Yalumba.
crazy. Nothing too
I haven't
crazy.
been on
yet.
the wines in fucking... Oh, God, forever. Last
Thought
time I had a wine was probably... Actually, no. The first night I came to Sydney. And it was fucking shit house. I'm drinking a Jameson Irish whiskey, triple distilled, not double.
Ooh. 3 ways. Can't go past a 3-way.
Honestly, I don't know what distillation is.
They basically boil it.
Okay.
Basically
Tasty.
boiled 3 times.
Nice.
You know when you boil water when it's dirty and then it gets clean?
Yes.
So if
about
you-
3 times.
If you boil dirty water once, you'll still get a bit of dirt in it. If you boil it twice, you'll get less bad shit. And if you boil it 3 times, you probably get less bad shit than that. So it's smoother. Is what that Jameson is saying. It's a smoother whiskey,
Right.
so it's easier to drink.
So whenever you've made us hot pots in the RV with just that one distillation, I'm getting so much gunk.
No, you're getting pretty good because we're boiling filtered bottled water.
What? Do you know what brand we use, by the way? With the green tops, what that is called? Dasani.
Dasani. Well,
Apparently
basically,
it's bad for you.
why? It's water.
I don't know. There's some shit in it.
Probably water. I don't know. The plastic from the bottle or something.
I don't know. That was a big... Anyway, not important. Man,
It is important.
I'm
It's
going
very
to start
important.
it off with a... podcast has started.
Give
Fantastic.
me some. Yeah, I figured. Give me some Jake things that you're gonna say. So I'm assuming I know what you're gonna talk about. Start off with, but let's go.
I'm going to throw a curveball out there.
Sick.
I don't know. I'm a little bit like, what are we even doing with this podcast? Where are we taking it? How are we? I just have zero motivation to do anything in life.
I
I
feel
have
like-
no idea how to improve this podcast. I
I
have
don't-
no fucking idea.
I feel like this podcast has now just become our catch-up time,
I know, yeah.
which is
I don't-
sick because, like, we barely used to talk during the week. We just shoot a couple of texts to each other, basically what we do now. But
Yeah.
now we actually get to talk because we're living. You're doing something completely different now,
Yeah. Which is
sick,
actually
we haven't,
nothing.
Which we haven't really talked about at all, which I think we should talk about. So
Yeah, no, we'll definitely talk about it. Hang on, I'm just trying to. While we're on the topic of the podcast, for the people who listen, please send us in ideas of how we can zhuzh this thing up, because I'm literally like, not losing motivation, but I'm like, fucking just, I've nothing to
I
do
know
all day. I barely have the energy to edit it. I never even post on our socials when it's up.
which is ridiculous because you're doing absolutely fuck all right now.
I know. Okay, it's like this. You know when you have just a little bit of money in your account, like $100.
Bleh,
It's so
sometimes, yeah.
easy to throw away. You're just like, I got nothing anyway. I'll just spend it all. But if you have a couple grand in there, you don't want to touch it. You're like, I'll keep building this up because it looks good.
So are you saying our podcast is like a couple grand and you never want to touch it again?
No, I'm saying that it's such a little. it's doing the low numbers, so I'm just like, oh, I may as well just fuck it off. Which I don't want to fuck it off. I like doing the podcast. It's just like, remember there was that bit of hype train that was happening
Behind the
like
scenes?
behind
Or
the
at the
scenes,
start?
at the start and behind the scenes recently, which hasn't really happened. But like,
That's cool.
I don't know. I'm just like, maybe I'm just in a bit of a slump in life.
I feel you. I haven't really done it. Like, the only thing creative I've done recently is like Bukowski have been able to start jamming again, which is sick. Like we just jamming and we've just been writing
How's it
jams. Sick. We've written basically. I think I showed you one of the new songs. which I still have to write words to. I mean, still have to write lyrics to and melodies to.
Yeah.
And then we wrote another jam last week, which is like a lot different. Like still rocky, but a lot like a different angle. It's kind of like not experimental, but it sounds like it. Do you know track 2 off One by One by Foo Fighters? It's called Low.
No. I know that Bukowski have a song called Low.
Oh, fuck it. That is a banger. Go and stream it. Go and stream all our songs so we don't have to pay to keep putting them up on Spotify.
Yeah, guys, go stream Bukowski. It's Bassy's other band where he's the main guitarist and the main singer. The only singer, in fact. Go listen.
Technically, yeah. I was just saying that because that acoustic track we put out last year, Till I'm Dead, it's been a year since that's been out. I had to pay for it to stay online the other day. And I was just like, fuck, we didn't even get enough streams for it to stay online.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, I feel what you mean, like in the creative slump for sure. Like once, probably like 3 weeks after we got back, I was just like not over writing, but just like I didn't have anything new flowing.
Yeah.
Which brings me to a new point. I just started doing random shit with people I know. So me and Trav got together one night and we got fucked up. And we wrote this... We were just like listening to bands and stuff, showing each other new bands. And we were just drinking. We're like halfway through a slab. And we were just talking about all these bands that we liked. And I'm like... Because we like got together to write, but we just started by talking and whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I've been listening to this band called Oliver Tree. Have you heard of him? And he's like, fuck yeah, I've heard of him. And then we just that's where it started. And I just picked up a guitar and I played like a riff. And then Trav just started recording. And then we just started going off that riff. And we basically, it's kind of, I'll send you the demo of it.
Yeah, please.
There's no vocals yet, but have you ever heard of a band called The Prodigy?
No.
Oh, mate. They're like this techno trance.
Hang on, so it sounds band. Like Oliver Tree, and it also sounds like
The Prodigy.
Techno
trance. That's in my mind. I can see the elements of it. Most people would just be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
But like it just like we just started doing shit. We started making samples and stuff, and all the sounds in the recording is sounds that we made on that night, which is pretty sick. So
clicks and yells.
Yeah,
and
like
whatever.
we did a bit where I just we recorded. No, we recorded me slamming a door, and then we put it through this plugin, like this distortion plugin, and it fucking just made it really weird, and we left it in there.
Yeah.
So that's like mad. I just not that that's going to be anything, but just like to do something creative, like something that we both had never done before, which is pretty cool.
And sometimes that's like the catalyst you need to get cogs in other creative parts of your life turning. I don't have that.
But I feel like while we're in this slump, we should just reach out to people we know and just chat with them. I know people like hearing people bounce off each other because I feel like we bounce off. We've always talked about it. We bounce off good off each other. We should just get a bunch of our friends in and see what they're doing. Just check in with them, kind of thing. Yeah, and like we said the other week, we should like chat to people that we want to learn about. Like learn. Yeah. If there's anyone, be it music, be it what we were talking about last week with the Black Lives Matter stuff. Anything we want to learn about or whatever, we'll just reach out and be like, oh, let's just have a chat and like pick their brain or whatever. We should just do something like that. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It'd be cool to like give them a time. Say we start the podcast and then they just say, here's the Discord, jump in whenever, we're recording now.
Yeah. We'll let them know like in a week in advance we're probably going to do it this time, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, so
cool.
This is when we're going to start recording, just jump in whenever and then it'll be interesting. But yeah, I just feel like I just need some fucking structure to my life. I need there to be some sort of like, okay, we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that. I mean, I have so much demoing to do. It's not even funny. It's not even funny.
Maybe I'll just tell you the time and the guest, and then we'll just go from there. Unless you want to like give me some people to talk to that you want to talk to, and I'll do all the chasing up. You do the editing. How about we do that from now on?
Okay, cool. Because I'm happy to like get everyone on, or get people on and stuff. It's just I don't know, man. I've been trying to fucking demo, and like since I've been here, I haven't been able to sing. You know when you don't sing for a little bit, and then you just fucking you just can't pick it back up.
Actually, you know what helped? What helped me to keep up? I didn't even try and like start singing or anything every day. All I did was start doing cardio.
Really?
Yeah, it just helps because you're just breathing. like just getting your breathing right, getting heaps of oxygen in, and like, so if you just start doing like try and do like a 3K run every day, if not even that, just do like whatever run, and that'll just like get your lung capacity higher without even caring about singing.
Yeah, fair.
And then like when you go to sing, you have this bigger capacity than what you used to have.
Fair. I'll be already technically warmed up.
Yeah. So basically, when you go, if you want to go demo, you just go for a run.
Yeah.
Because who did I hear? I read an interview of Lenny Kravitz.
Right.
He had to play like some 6 a.m. breakfast show or something. You know how they do those breakfast sets? And like you're like, it's like when you're watching it, it's like maybe 8:30 in the morning, but they would have had to get there like at least 6 o'clock to sound check and whatever.
Yeah,
but
set everything up, test everything.
The news program starts at 6, so they probably got there at like 5, maybe 4. So they're up at like 2 or maybe 3 o'clock or whatever. And he's just like, whenever I got asked to do them, I'd just get up at 3 and hit the gym and just run for like 30 minutes, half an hour, just to get my body ready.
God.
And then he'd go into the studio instead of just like waking up, having a coffee, and then going in and your voice is all raspy and all that shit. So like cardio helps a lot with vocals.
Maybe I'll go for a run tomorrow.
When you don't even think about it, like, or even just go to the basketball court, or if you have one close to you, and just shoot hoops for an hour and like lay up and like jump around and just like pop off jump shots and do whatever. You know what I mean?
I need to, because like as well as like it will helping my singing, I'm just like, now that I'm not at work, I'm literally doing fucking no physical activity whatsoever.
I bet, man. I've been trying to do like 10,000 steps a day, and it's hard without going to work. Like on the weekends, I'm just like doing 1,000 steps. I'm like, fuck.
Even working though, your job is driving.
You know but I get out every 5 minutes and walk up to a house and walk back, and then I have to go back to work. But yeah, it's still hard. Like today, I barely got to 10,000 steps, and I went for a run after work.
Right. So, that's cool. I mean, I intended to start skating when I was here, because Teddy's like skating as well, and he's like skating with Jimmy or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'll catch up with you guys and fucking, just try and do it, because I've got all the free time in the fucking world. I need to do something, man.
You need to give yourself content, bro.
I know. I need to. It's making me angry once again. This is just a podcast of me getting fucking angry at everything.
And you haven't even been at work for like 2 weeks now.
I haven't even been at work. That's been great though, because Lockie's been messaging me going like, "You'll never guess what fucking Butler just did." Blah blah blah. He left me at this job. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I'm not there, like for that reason. But now I've got a completely different problem. It's just like, I mean, like the problem is, I've got so much to do, but I'm not doing any of it. That is my problem. If I had nothing to do, I think that might be better. But knowing that I've got so much demoing to do, and I can't, because I can't sing, which is the one thing that I do in my life, I can't do it.
One thing that you need to demo is vocals, and you
can't fucking do it.
Definitely start running. But if you maybe don't think about all of the things that you need to do, maybe just try and get one piece down a day, even if it's just a verse. Like just do that.
That's the thing, like, though, I have so many ideas of stuff I need to record, because I've written it. But, like, when you track or you demo vocals when you're not feeling good, you're not sounding good, then you end up going, I can't tell if the idea sucks or if I'm just singing like shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's plenty of, like, when I did Supervillain, I recorded that. I recorded everything first take. Yeah. And I was like, this is fantastic. This is exactly what I thought in my head. But, like, if I did that, if I tried to record that today, I'd be like, nah, this song sucks.
Yeah, fair enough. I get that. I don't put too much weight on vocals, because I don't really demo vocals. I just like sing the idea like once I have the song recorded, and I have the vocals, instead of recording them into GarageBand, I just do an acoustic version of the song, and then just record it into my phone, and I send it to the guys and be like, what do you guys think of this? And if they like it, then I just keep it as an acoustic version.
But everyone in our band is hella critical. I need to bring top tier vocals. If not, you're the only one that doesn't care.
Back off the expectation. Just give them nothing. Let no one know what the song is going to sound like when we go into the studio and see what happens.
That was basically half of Everything Is Temporary. It wasn't written lyrically or melodically.
I remember we rewrote the bridges for like a few of the songs.
Yeah, didn't even rewrite. I just didn't even write them.
We just wrote them. That was Famous, wasn't it? Famous was everything was done in the studio. Except for the chorus.
Yeah, so chorus was something that we had already. I had that as soon as you sent me it's like, I almost said the song. Like the song that you sent me a week after Famous.
Yeah.
I wrote that straight away. Same with the Famous chorus. I wrote that instantly. And then I didn't write the verse until I was in the studio. I wrote a verse, and then it was fucking shit. Both verses were trash. So I flew back home to Melbourne and then flew back up to Sydney to try and write and record it again. Yeah, and what you have is what the song is what I did on the day.
And it became,
because like you know when you write, it was good. I like that song. That's one of my. It's grown on me as one of my favorite songs that we've done.
It was funny because no one knew what the song was going to sound like apart from the chorus.
Yeah.
Until we heard the desk bounce, or until we heard the mix, really.
And then you also like. So you go.
Sorry, I was playing with tape. If that was the noise you wanted about, keep going.
I was You write so many different versions of one thing. You're like, I don't even fucking know anymore.
Yeah.
Just have no clue. I'm like, what is? I don't know what up is. I don't know what down is. Just fucking end it. Scrap it.
Yeah, I normally go with the first thing
I like
that comes
doing
to
that too.
my brain. Sometimes, only a few times I've changed things. Yeah. And it's been after the fact. Or the only other time I've changed things and it's the first time is when I know it's shit, but I needed that idea to get to the next idea. That's when I've been writing vocals in the booth. Like, I'll sit down with Jack. I'll be like, I got nothing for this bridge. And he's like, all right, let's write it. What's the song about? Blah, blah, blah. And we just talk about it. And then we get something.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I feel like, because I know there's like, I've put more expectation on myself for this record. Obviously, second record is far more important than your first. And it's like a different style too. It's a style that I'm more comfortable singing and that I love singing. But
you care
it's
about
also
it more?
got to top. Yeah, we've also got to top the last one. And there's extra time been added as well. If we just recorded when we were in Canada in March or April, I would have just finished the record up there. You know, I would have just done it and it would have been good. But like now there's even more time to think on it. I'm just like in my own head. It's fucked.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes when you have too much time on things, it makes them worse because you second guess everything.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of happened with a few things that we try to do as a band. Not really, but I don't know. I think we get sometimes, definitely there's been times where we've had too much time to think about something and then we end up rushing at the last minute anyway.
Yeah. I know, because this process could essentially, now that we have more time, it can not be rushed, but I guarantee it still will be because it'll be on my behalf that it's rushed.
But
because I'm going to be doing stuff up to the day. Yeah,
no, but I think that sometimes you need that push of a time frame to get the thing done.
Literally, yeah. Like when we did.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, when I still had to write songs, like finish the songs for the record, when I was in Sydney already and we're already in the studio, I was staying up till like 3 a.m. just writing them, and like I got some of the best lyrics out of doing that.
Yeah. But the pressure cooker situation, takes a toll on you personally.
Yeah, it fucks you up, but then like you get it done. It's like homework.
Yeah. It's like cramming for an exam and then coming out with like a fucking B+, and you're just like, fuck. Why did I even stress?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's all that stress and everything that built up to that moment. Like you made yourself dig to the deepest parts of your brain to remember all that information. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know this shit. I know it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh,
what else?
But yeah, so
I guess,
with the pod, I think we just got to keep on grinding and like just do them. Like,
yeah.
I feel like people are with us. They just like, it's always cool to just go back into the group chat and everyone's just like, yeah, that episode was funny. And we're just like, fuck, we didn't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
Exactly. I feel like we need to like have a discussion just for my sake of kind of potentially what we want to do, where we want to take it, and ideas to do, just to give me some sort of mental goal. Because right now we're just doing them, and I like the catch up. I like just recording it, but it seems like it's just for nothing.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to keep going around the same circles.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I was saying if we get guests or like guests that we want to talk to, so people we don't know but we want to chat to them, or guests friends of ours that we just want to hang out and catch up with, like because they like someone could be like, oh yeah, I did this or I did that, and then it sparks an idea in our head where we can share a story or whatever.
Well, yeah, it always does, and like,
Yeah.
I think that's good, and that's something that we need because we will eventually start talking about the same stuff. I don't know what episode we're up to now, maybe like 14 or something. We've probably already talked about
13.
some of the same
Unlucky
shit.
13. Ooh.
This is where the podcast sinks.
Did I tell you about my parking fines in the last one? In the one before last?
You said, "Fuck cops, they give me parking fines" or something like that.
Oh no, I got that seatbelt fine. I don't know if I've told this story. I feel like I have, but maybe I didn't. And then I got a parking fine for in the no standing zone.
No, I don't think I've heard this one.
No, I did. 100%
my
did.
memory's fucking shit, though,
out.
really?
I put a tweet out, and then it was something about the lowest parts of hell are saved for those fucking people.
Right.
Parking inspectors. I definitely did. Yeah. Nothing else interesting really has happened in my life, I don't think.
How'd the wall go?
Yeah, it's good. I realized you guys painted a similar color to us, so it was just pretty funny. Like, we were painting that weekend, and then Kate shows me a picture of you painting, and I'm like, fucking hell, how do we do this?
Yeah, because I knew you guys were painting your wall too, but I never saw any swatches or anything. Me and Leah went to Bunnings, and we looked through, like, you know how they have the big wall of every possible color.
Yeah.
Well, like, we looked at this one second, and I was like, I'm just the person that's like, choose it and do it before I overthink it. And then we looked at like 20, 30 other swatches after that. I'm like...
And that one's just in your head. That one's... Is it better than that one? Is it better than that one if it's not?
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Kate...
tattoos too.
Yeah. Oh, talking about tattoos. Anyway, I'm so glad that Kate picked it because she came back. She was like, these are the 3 colors that I like. And I'm like, dark one. I just want something dark.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah. It eliminates... like the 200 colors, compiles it down to 3, and then you just have to choose out of the 3.
Yeah, and then
How was doing the whole wall, by the way?
It was sick.
It's big.
It was pretty easy. Like, we did the wall. We did it pretty much in one night, I think. 2 nights.
Yeah.
2 nights, because we did the edges, like around the aircon and the PowerPoints and stuff. All the edges. We taped it up and did it, and then the next night we just used the roller and did like 2 coats on it, and then it was done. And then we just let it rest, let it dry.
Yeah.
And we haven't really touched it since then. But I did fucking hit the roof like 3 times. I had to wash it off straight away. So like the white roof has like some dark stains on them just because I like rubbed them. And
you can see this in my video, so I'm pointing to it. I'll send you a clip of it after. But I did the exact same thing. I did tape the roof, but I only did like one thin row of masking tape.
That's what I did.
So
too.
that's what I did. Yeah, you've got like a 3 centimeter gap between the painted wall and then the strip of paint that I've done.
Yeah, mine was more like a 1 centimeter. That's like the cutting in. I was just like 1 centimeter. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, dude, I fucking hate cutting in.
I don't mind
this wall. It's actually shit house. I haven't really sent you the layout.
If you look at it like super close, you can notice it. But if you look at it like just to glance at it, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, no. So like the paint looks good. Aside from the horrible tape job that I was in charge of, I taped around all the things with masking tape, the guy said, and it looks like shit in some spots.
At least painters.
The actual applying of the paint looks great, but the wall protrudes out like 15 centimeters in one section, and then we've got a whole window frame in it as well. So it's not.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be easy because there's not much wall, but it's just fucking divots everywhere, and there was just so much cutting in.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. Michaela tried to help us paint, and then her part that she rolled was fucking trash. Luckily, it fixed itself in the second coat. But I'd never painted before.
Yeah.
Sorry, you go.
No, I was gonna say, like, I had only like helped other people paint, so they told me what to do.
Yeah, right.
So you never painted at all, like ever painted?
No, I've never painted before. Never thought I would. Never had any intention of doing it. I was like to Leah, I'll pay out of my pocket to get someone to do this for us.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, like it'll be fun. And I'm like, oh fuck. So we did the first coat.
Yeah.
Patchy as all fuck. And everyone was saying, like, Jules and Leah and Michaela were like, oh, the second coat will do it. I'm like, and because I've got no point of reference of what a second coat looks like, I'm like, it's patchy. It's not going to look good.
Yeah.
We fucked it.
Yeah.
Fuck this second coat. It's not going to fix everything. And it did. It fixed basically everything. But
the second coat comes through.
It's good though, because like when I was doing it, I'm like, I was putting so much on for the first coat. I'm like, this is just, I saw too many gaps and like little like patches of just old cream wall. I'm like, I can't see this coming together. I physically cannot see the finish line.
It's basically like writing a song or writing our record, mate. The cutting in is like the first bare bones demo, and then the first coat is like when we get together as a band and work it out, and then when we get in the studio, fucking third coat, baby.
Cutting in is when I get a verse and a chorus, and then I don't touch the rest of the song until I roll a song.
Oh, but I'm booking in a new tattoo, by the way. I want to start. Because I'm like working and like not going on tour really. Like we're not saving. I'm just trying to have like a lump sum of money at the end of the year. Like by the time we start touring again, I'll have like hopefully paid off my van and having no debt is my goal for the end of this year. But I want to finish my arm. So like between my rose, snakehead, and the flower, that part of my forearm, get it done, and then in between, on the inside of my forearm, get done.
Yeah.
And then start up the top part of my arm. Something cool.
Your buys.
Yeah. I don't know.
And once you fill the gaps, you see more gaps.
Yeah, basically once I kind of just want to get my arm finished because I have 4 tattoos on my arm, and it just feels weird. Like I always used to think when people had like a few tattoos, like why don't they just get more to make it weird? Like either just get one, like get an elbow, or get like one piece, or don't just have 4 or 3. I don't want to be like 50 years old and having 4 tattoos on my arm. I'd rather have a whole sleeve or none. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally.
So
because like when you're that old, you're not gonna go finish it.
Yeah, and basically I'm just gonna tell the artist, like, I have this gap, fill it, fill this gap.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I don't care if it's 3 pieces, 1 piece, I don't care, whatever. Yeah. So like, hopefully he gets back to me and it'll be like July, because like everyone's like, fuck, let's go tattoos, because
sick.
No one's been able to get them.
Are you going to Grand Illusion again?
No, I'm gonna go to this place called Carlton Tattoo Co. It's the guy that did my rose on my wrist. He used to be in Morty, and then him and the other tattooer from there moved to open their own place called Carlton Tattoo Co. So I'm going to go there.
Might. I don't know what I just said. I was going to say nice and mad. I said might.
My. We just started. We just
really
made a new word, bro. Nice and mad.
Mice.
Yes. We still got it, baby. We still bloody got it.
I've been dying to get a new tattoo. I didn't even know they were open now.
I'm assuming he's posting about it, so they are taking bookings. And I think because like the restrictions are lifted, like obviously they're only letting people who are getting tattooed in the studio in, not like just walk-ins or whatever. You have to book.
Fair.
So yeah. Because like everything's basically
the new
open.
Tattoo idea I want to get.
No. Go.
It is Old English font at the base of my throat, so you'll be able to see it through, like, just above the collar of ring of a shirt.
So just below
Old English
Adam's
font.
apple?
Yeah. Old English font just says fuck.
Jesus Christ.
100%. I'm getting it.
Fuck yeah.
I haven't
like
wanted anything
this is those
like
big block letters that like the fucking
the same
every
font as
bikie
my
has
L.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Cool. Just fuck.
Have
not going to be
Liz?
big. It's not going to be like... Yeah.
Oh, so it's just going to be like...
I told Leah and Jules.
Is it just going to be
It's not big. It'll be like... Look at your knuckles and just imagine like the width of 2 of your fingers.
Yeah.
Like
cool.
a small, like...
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. It's going to be...
I'll get the
maybe
same,
that'll
but
give me more motivation to not get an actual job.
I'll get
Fuck yeah.
No, I'll just get die. Fuck die.
Die. Fuck.
That's a sick name for a hardcore band. Fuck die.
Dagger Murder Filth.
Dagger Murder Filth. Maybe I'll just get DMF.
That's something we could have been doing.
Yeah, I know, but weren't we just gonna steal beats from that dude online and like pay him like $100 for the beats and then?
Yeah, we should just get beats and then just.
You know,
that's what I might do.
Go on. You tell me first.
Okay.
I already know.
We should just like pick a beat, and then just like you've got a mic, I've got a mic, just send like
we pick each
bars,
verse. We pick a verse.
back and forth, and then just try and write off. And maybe we could write a couple at a time and send it back and forth, and make it like, I don't know, just try and finish it that way. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool way to be creative, like you were doing with Trav, and it not matter.
Yeah. What we could
Like
do
it's
is
not.
also.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was gonna say maybe after the record we literally just like take an extra week and we just do that. We just do something in a week. We just hang
we'll
out.
be doing it with Marsh. Hey.
We could literally just hang out at Marshall Street for a week after our record and just fucking do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, fucking
mad.
Fucking,
I'm excited for something now. Fuck, my life sucks.
Now you're like, now I got to finish the record so I can do this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go get another glass of wine. Hold up a second.
Yeah, sick.
I'm just gonna go bring
I'll
the
entertain the
box in.
people.
Yeah.
I'll
Or you can just
entertain the
pause-
people.
We can just cut it here.
Nah.
You keep going.
Nah, I'm on a roll. You know what I just noticed, guys? I don't know if anyone who listens to this podcast watches wrestling and knows who this guy is, but Bassy right now looks like Roman Reigns. I'm going to put a photo of him up right now. Obviously, this guy is way more ripped. He's back. Yeah, I can see him now. He's definitely way more ripped than Bassy.
Who's ripped?
Hey, I wasn't talking about you. I was just telling the people that you look like Roman Reigns, but not as ripped.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I will be
Google
Roman
him right
Reigns.
now.
By the end of our record, I will be Roman Reigns. I know who Roman Reigns is.
Oh, do you? Fuck yeah.
It's fucking hottest wrestler ever.
He is pretty handsome, isn't he?
Mm.
This is weird. I've been basically just drinking CC and dry for the whole week. Fuck. When I tell my
That's
life
all you drink?
to people, when I'm explaining what I'm doing to you, I just feel like such a fucking pleb.
Man, if I
wake up at
didn't-
12, dude.
That was me. That was me during ISO though.
I need to just kick myself in the fucking gear or something.
One thing that I like, I'm kind of glad that I'm fat a little bit because it made me not want to drink during ISO. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like
yeah.
I just felt like a slob if I was drinking. Like as if I was like a skinny like you, I would have just been like, yeah, I'm skinny, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
every time I like sat down and I looked at my gut, I was like, I fucking got to work out. I got to work out.
Soon I won't be able to see my penis.
Yeah, bro. Tell me, welcome to the club, baby.
That's what I kind of want to get a bit of a gut so I can see if I have the actual determination and motivation to lose it. But then I think that's just
Fuck
where
no, don't.
the tire will
Don't.
start rolling down the hill.
Bro, just start going for runs. That's all it takes.
Yeah,
Working out sucks.
I can do
but-
I can do cardio like skateboarding or skateboarding. What am I, fucking 40? I can skate or I can play basketball. I can do anything that's fun.
Yeah,
I just don't fucking do it.
Go out and spend an hour outside. That's all you got to do a day. Just
Yeah.
spend an hour
You know,
outside
okay.
walking or whatever, playing basketball. Walking,
Here
listen to
is
music,
where
listen
I
to demos or whatever.
Here, okay, a couple points.
Yep.
Our room's not finished. That's kind of bugging me. I feel like I can't sit on my desk and zone into my work because I just see everything that's unfinished and stuff that I need to do. Like, we need to hang shelves, we need to get a TV bracket, we need to get this bed base, we need to get these bed sheets, blah, 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 blah. No space to put anything. It's driving me mental. So I can't sit down. I forgot Leah bought a chair, like a cushion chair for me. I've been so inactive in my day-to-day life that I've completely worn out the cushioning on this chair. I'm sitting on the frame now.
Oh, god damn.
And what else was I going to say? Fuck. I haven't talked to you about my PC, have I?
You told me you were building it last week, so it shouldn't crash the next time we did an episode.
So
all your parts
I'm
came?
recording. All my parts came, and I tell you what, I would pay an extra $1,000 to get someone to do it for me. It was hell. It took me fucking 3 days, and it's still not even going good. I dropped like at least $1,500 into this thing.
Jesus Christ, mate.
Because I was like, I'm gonna start streaming and stuff. This is why I'm also in a bit of a funk as well. My game, like when I'm playing Dota, it looks fantastic. Like the graphics card's amazing. I can't believe I was playing on a potato Mac for like the last 8 years. This browser and stuff, it's just like not even HD. I don't even know what the fuck I've done.
Is it your RAM or something?
Incorrect. I've got 16 gig of RAM.
Wow. Okay. So it should be going well.
Exactly. That's what's annoying. Everything should be going well.
Is it Wi-Fi or is it? Have you connected a landline?
No, so I've got the Ethernet into the wall. It's just like, so the game runs perfectly fine, max graphic settings.
Yeah.
But I go into Google, and I can't even, like, the 1080p videos look about 480p.
Wow, that is weird.
And I have, so I'm gonna get, you know, those like Geek to You guys. You just ring up and get just a nerd to come to my house and just
why
tell me
why don't you Google it first? That's what. Every time I have a problem, I just fucking Google and then I figure it out.
I cannot tell you how much Googling and troubleshooting I've done over the last week. Oh man, I'm going mental. I'm fucking going mental. So I can't stream. I can't record demos because I'm fucking shit and I can't sing.
Are you doing demos on that new PC?
Nah, not yet. I basically only got it working yesterday.
Yeah, fair enough.
And from when I told you I was building it, I've only just made it work yesterday, and that was like a week ago. So
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the only thing I've built, I've just redone my pedal board for Buccos, and then the same pedal board I'll just thing for it. But it looks pretty neat at the moment.
Show me.
All right.
Do you have it next to you?
It's on the floor.
Nice.
Hold up.
Roman Reigns is getting his pedal board. Imagine Roman Reigns riffing.
Just getting it out of my shopping bag.
Sorry. I was just saying, Roman Reigns is getting his pedal board. Imagine Roman Reigns playing in a pop punk band.
Well, that's what everyone said about Chris Jericho, and now.
Oh, that guy is a fucking joke, man. If Shannon Knoll was a wrestler.
Yeah. I still am waiting for my Velcro to hold the pedals down.
Okay, yeah.
That's basically it.
Wait, you're waiting for it? You go for like
can't
bonus
really
or
see
something?
it. I'm showing you in the video.
Nice.
It looks pretty neat. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come. It's coming in the mail. Oh yeah, true, you can. I forgot that
you
my
buy it
Discord
online?
was on. This pedal board, no, I just got it on Marketplace. I'm showing you again.
Nice. Yeah, thanks.
I got the pedal board on Marketplace, and then the pedals.
Right. Is that the same as Gibbo's one? Gibbo's pedal board?
Same brand, but different model.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, just waiting for a few extra things. Man, I think I might have told you this last time, but I nearly put like a $3,000 Gibson on fucking lay-by the other day.
A guitar or...
Guitar, yeah.
Do they do basses?
Yeah, they do. But the ones that I like are like really old, so they're still about $2.5K, $3,000.
Right. So this is a guitar you're gonna buy?
Yeah. You ever seen a Gibson Firebird?
I'm gonna Google it right now.
Yeah.
Gibson Firebird.
Gibson. Yeah. It was like
I feel like you've shown me this before.
3,100.
Right. Kind of looks like an Explorer.
Yeah. Very similar.
3,100.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tasty.
I was like,
in black or like the...
Nah, and like the tobacco
burst.
wood grainy,
Yeah.
dark wood grainy one. That's what was on the shelf at the store. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because I went in to look at another guitar and I was like, saw that and I was like, fuck, I should just get that. I'm like, I've got $3,000.
Like double
I got
the price.
$3,000 in my account. I'll just fucking blow it. Fuck it. And then I was just like, okay, it's like we're going out to buy this on the weekend, going out to get that for the house. I'm like, oh, I can't. Like, we're not even playing shows. I have a guitar that works. Fuck it. I can't get it.
Yeah.
And then I decided and then I was like, that guitar could be like cases for all of my guitars, like brand new custom cases for all of my guitars.
Dude, I cannot believe that bass case has been hanging on for that long.
And it'll probably do another world tour, I reckon. I'll just take it out for
another world tour, as if we've done one.
Well, we kind of have done the world once at least, right?
We've done most of it.
Yeah, well, we've done Europe twice and the US twice. I mean, UK twice and the US twice. So that's basically the world.
Yeah, world tour, Japan once, dude. I was thinking today, I want to go back to Japan. Not even to play, really. I love it.
Me and Trav were talking about like our holidays and stuff, and he's like, Japan's like my absolute favorite spot. I'm like, we should go back together. Yeah. We should just go do a thing like with Kate and stuff.
Yeah. That's mad. Just go there and just for like 2 weeks or something. Just get a pad.
Just do like 3 days in like Tokyo, 3 days in another place, 3 days in another place, and like just fucking
keep it moving,
and then just have some chill day, and then like go down south of Japan and then hit the beaches. Oh, and just chill.
Ooh.
and then just get the bullet train straight back to Tokyo and fuck off home.
Let's tee it up. Let's suss out the prices now while the market's crashed.
Oh, bro, I looked up. We were talking. I was hanging with Dave a couple weeks ago, illegally, and we got real fucked up, and we were just talking about going to Thailand and getting suits made. And I looked up flights to leave the next weekend and go to Thailand, into Vietnam. Sorry, it was $5,000 return to Vietnam.
You may as well buy multiple suits here.
It normally costs about $400 return.
Holy crap! Why is that? Is that because there's very limited flights going?
Limited flights, so you had to fly to a certain country to get another flight to a certain country to fly into Vietnam, and it was like 6 legs, like 40 hours of flying. Jeez. It's normally like an 8-hour flight. It's like 40 hours of flying. Oh, that was insane. God
knows how many time of total transit being in the airport and stuff.
Oh, disgusting.
Oh, dude, I miss going to the airport. Holy, dude, these are some. I hate to be this guy and just fucking whinge. You guys know us. You know, I'm like to complain. There's nothing to complain about really. I like being home. It's fantastic. But I do miss that last flight that we had going into the US tour. Oh man. And I told you right then, it would not get any better than that. Mm-hmm. As soon as we literally got to the lounge, the world has just gone directly down.
Yeah.
From that moment.
Yeah, like the coronavirus definitely brought things to a lull for sure because everything stopped. Everything else, I feel like was bubbling for ages. Like it's just bubbling, bubbling, and then 100%. Fucking that spurt of oil came out and fucking the whole kitchen's on fire now.
Yep, 100%.
On that note, how was
people know how to put it out?
Yeah, how was going to the protest? Yeah,
it was really moving. It was insane. Because I've never been to something like that before.
Yeah,
and
neither.
We decided to drive in, and I was like, all the city was like blocked off and stuff. And then we found a good park, and then Leah's like, I was like to Leah, how the fuck are we gonna find the march? Like, where is it? How do we know where it is? And found it straight away because it was huge.
Yeah,
and like 50,000 people were there. They said
it's incredible. There was probably over nearly 500,000 probably in Australia. I think there was nearly 50,000 in every main city.
Yeah, that's wild, and that's what's even more wild is the protest didn't get legally allowed in Sydney until the hour of. Or something like that, or an hour.
Yeah, I was following it because I was seeing Leah's tweets and your messages to the band chat and stuff, and then I saw it get allowed, and then you saw that, and then I was like, I don't know, anything. Because I was at Kate's parents, so I didn't get to go to the Melbourne one, but living vicariously through you.
I didn't want to go if it was illegal because once again, this is very selfish of me to do, but I thought if I happen to get arrested, due to how police have been, acting. I don't even know. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but from what I have been seeing on the internet, people have been getting stitched up severely by the police. And I thought if I get arrested and potentially can't get a visa to tour, I'm stitching up the rest of you guys. The band is pretty much just null. And I think you would have been fine. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking too, but I'm the off chance it's the only thing that I do in my life, and the way that I wanted to especially topically for the next record, what I'm going to be singing about too is going to be much more effective if I'm able to tour and spread the message in person rather than me going to one protest and potentially sacrificing all the touring,
all the work and
traveling
stuff
that we'll be able to do in spreading the next record's message in a few of the songs. I feel that will objectively be way more beneficial,
important
for the world, and important. And
what I was seeing, people this isn't just a one-off protest. It's This is a movement that has
Yeah.
to keep on moving, like keep on going. And there's already, like I heard today on the radio, there's a massive inquiry into how Indigenous people in Australia are treated in custody now.
Yeah,
and they're
432 deaths.
Yeah, someone broke it down, like saying how many were actually police officers and stuff. But literally any deaths in custody, especially Indigenous and Black lives that die in custody, that you see that the officer gets off, or like there's no investigation into it, and you're like, how is that even possible?
Yeah.
Like there has to be at least an investigation and a report come out as to what happened and why was that decision. And there probably is, like, I'm very uneducated on that topic, which I'm trying to become more educated on, but like there probably is, but like an in-depth report is what people need, because like there's definitely families out there of like Indigenous and people that they have no fucking idea what happened. Like they just know that person died. We heard
some of the people speaking out loud, on the megaphones and stuff, and like they're like, we still don't know what happened to our son because no report was filed. Like nothing happened. And you know what? Even if someone writes a report, who's writing it?
Yeah,
the one that you don't trust to tell the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I overlooked this this quick article. I was just like quickly skimmed through it, and it was like, you never get the result you get in primary school when a teacher lets the class grade their own tests is going to be heavily skewed because you can easily change the result. Something along those lines. Like, and that's basically what, like, when the police look into a police officer that has done something wrong, they never want to, like, fair enough, like, you never want to blame your own, right? But in a situation like that, you need an outside auditor to come in and like an outside face, because you'll never get the true judgment on it.
Even if the other policeman knows what happens, say they know it, then they're not going to give an actual response genuinely, because it's going to reflect poorly on them for being associated with them. Okay. And like it's also so like it's like when people get independent autopsies done for like crime cases, like when the prosecutor, you know, I don't know how that court shit works, but I've seen plenty on like docos and stuff. They get like a independent autopsy and it shows like what actually happened versus like the you know, the coroner that was paid $50,000 by whatever police department to tell them what they wanted to hear.
They get the coroner's report from the guy that they use every time, who's their friend, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, this kind of happened this way. Like, you want to... Yeah, I just feel like even at the very least, there needs to be a governing body that's outside that polices the police. Like, there needs to be someone that polices the people that are there to look after. No, not that. But the FBI is like the national police force of the USA. So if someone, to my knowledge, like serial killers that like skip over borders and like go and kill in another state, the FBI then takes on the case if they're going everywhere. Whereas like the state police only looks after crimes that happen within the borders of their state. So
I was shocked to hear that like police departments didn't share information across states for so long. Yeah. Like, did you ever watch the Ted Bundy doco?
Yeah, I did. The one with Zac Efron.
And like they just couldn't catch him. Yeah, no, sorry, that was the reenactment, but like the actual Ted Bundy doco on Netflix. I haven't seen that one.
I should probably watch that one.
He just escaped from everywhere because like just no one was giving any information. Yeah. No one was sharing it.
Yeah, man.
And he was wanted for like fucking 50 crimes or some shit.
Yeah, you could literally, like, back in the day, you could kill someone in one state and then just go live in the other state and they would have no idea.
Yeah, how are you?
Like, they would have no idea. Like, it wouldn't be on the news or wouldn't be on anything.
It's not on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Did you ever hear? Have you ever heard of the story of Bonnie and Clyde?
No.
They were like this couple. The husband was like in jail, like this gangster dude, and then he came out, and then him and his girlfriend or wife, I can't remember, would just like go and rob banks, and then they basically became famous. Like the newspaper made them famous, and everywhere they went, there was literally they were killing police officers and shit because of I think the way he was treated in jail or whatever. I can't really remember the story, but then and they would literally like rob a bank and then just drive over the border, and then the police would have to stop at the border and they couldn't keep chasing them because they didn't have jurisdiction in that state. So like you'd be chasing, and they get to the border and the police would have to stop.
Then because they're just if they continue over the border, they're just a civilian chasing this guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Holy crap!
It was crazy.
So much politics involved. Fuck.
Yeah. Like as
you know what's annoying? Like, sorry, I'll just get this off real quick.
Yeah, go.
Before I forget. It's so hard to try and educate yourself too with the amount of misinformation that is on the internet. Because like when you think like from a level of the police, for example, how corrupt they are, you would think that the police would have to be the ones that can't lie. You would just think that that's like, all right, that is their job. They must be 100% truthful. That's where the truth starts.
Yeah.
Even the stuff you get from them, you can't even. Yeah. I don't know. Like.
It's hard to believe. Like you're supposed to like have your full trust in them, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's hard. It's like trying to trust your parents, and they just keep lying. Like they just keep lying to your face, and you're just like, all right. You give them one more chance, and they're just like,
dude, I know Santa isn't real.
Yeah, no, they're like, you know how you see all those things where like the movies where the dad's like an alcoholic, and he's like, yeah, I'll come to the fucking recital or whatever, and then dad never shows up. Yeah, liar. Basically like liar. That's basically like the police. You know what I mean? Like imagine imagine you're like, yeah, okay, they're gonna look after my best interests.
Put your faith in them, and they just let you down time and time again.
There was some ridiculous statistic that I read the other day. I don't know if this was, I can't remember where I saw this. It was something like 13,000 or 1,300 untested rape kits.
Oh yeah,
in the US somewhere.
Shared that or something.
In the US somewhere, and I'm like, and then the caption was like, "Call the police when you get raped," kind of thing. Like, we're supposed to call if they're the people that you trust, like...
Yeah.
What the fuck are you supposed to do if the people you trust are not...
Yeah, who do you go after that?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Oh. Man.
And
that's like us. This is coming from us that has never really had to... Like, our life has never depended on a situation like that. Yeah. And it's, like, upsetting to hear from our level. Imagine the people like that are a part of that thing. Like, knowing, well, I sent in a rape kit and it just never got touched, and now I don't know where the person is, and they're just out there. They must be feeling like 1 billion times worse.
Yeah, and imagine how many possible suicides there might have been because that person is just feeling like
unsafe.
Absolutely unsafe. Like no one has their back. They're like feeling probably like pretty low for something
that's not their fault, but they've got no closure.
Everything out of their control. They've been attacked and they don't know what to do next. And the only thing they know to do is go to the cops, right?
Yeah,
and then the cops are just like,
down.
yeah, whatever. Yeah. Basically, that's what the cops are saying. Like, yeah, cool, all right, yeah, no worries.
Yeah, well, I've got a mountain of other things to do, so I'll put that in the to-do list, and then it'll never get touched, and then blah, blah, blah. Like it's the Jeffrey Epstein thing, I only finished episode 2, I think.
I think we're up to the same spot because I haven't continued it yet. But.
Yeah, speaking of, all the stuff that's come out about like the child sex trafficking, have you seen that on Twitter?
Yeah, are you talking about in regards to Trump? Because I was watching the Epstein thing, so...
And everyone. Apparently like
Prince Andrew
Obama, apparently like Ellen or some shit, or like the royal family.
Ellen and Obama? Really?
Yeah, like this is what I just saw. Like I'm not saying in any way that it is true. That's why it's hard to tell. Like what do I let in my brain?
As in they knew about it or they were part of it?
I'm not sure.
Because I know that in regards to the Queen, her uncle or brother.
Isn't that why what's it called left the royal family?
Harry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it
I
was
thought-
something like I read an article actually, a tweet that said, no wonder they left the royal family when they found out that they had their mother killed and like this, that, and the other, and part of some sex trafficking thing. Or
God, I thought you said that like fucking Harry was in on the child sex thing, and it was fucking kids, and that's why he left the royal family. I was like,
oh
what?
no, he did.
Where the fuck did you read that? Because I need to read that article.
No.
Fuck, I know, because I heard about like Have you? You know what you should watch? A TV show called The Crown.
Okay.
And it will tell you, it will show you kind of how fucked up the royal family is. They had like one of their uncles had like ties with Nazi Germany.
Good lord.
Yeah, it gets full on. Like, and there's still more seasons to come. I'm pretty sure it pretty much goes from just before Queen Elizabeth took power.
Right. Hang on. So is
her
it on
dad.
Netflix?
I think it might be on Netflix. Yeah, if not,
The Crown.
Stan.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, watch that. That's a good show to watch. Like if you like history, but also wanna, it basically gives like a real story on. It's based on all true events. So it goes through like World War II. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it goes through World War II.
I'm so uneducated on the world wars. I couldn't tell you who fought in any of them.
It's pretty crazy. Have you seen like the were you watching anything from the protests in the UK?
No.
There was a protest in Bristol, I'm gonna say, and they were protesting down I'm assuming what was the main street, and then they got to this point which had this statue, and they ended up tearing down the statue and throwing it in because it was like of this dude who were like I can't remember what he did.
Sold slaves or
like
some
what?
shit?
No, but I can't remember why the statue was there. Like,
sorry, I don't know why
I
said it like that. I said sold slaves or some shit.
No, but that's basically what he did. Like he sold like hundreds of thousands of slaves, or transported hundreds of thousands of slaves to America or from Africa to the UK or something like that. And then
was this via boat?
Via boat,
like wooden boat.
Yeah, like a wooden boat, like that would take fucking ages, and then none of the slaves kind of got fed. A lot of them died on the boat, and about 20,000 slaves died just in transit or something like that. And they ripped this guy's statue down and threw it in the fucking lake or whatever's around Bristol, maybe that.
How's it even
whatever?
A statue of that,
bro? I was listening to this song that came out recently as well. Pharrell Williams, Run the Jewels, and Killer Mike, who's one of the guys that spoke from Atlanta about during this time he like did like this message about it, but he's like a rapper as well, and one of the lines was something along this. Well, this isn't the exact lyric, obviously. Is something along the lines of, how come you don't think racism exists when you have slave traders on each one of your dollar bills?
Wow. Holy shit. So
like,
that's like how far I know.
I know it was like a way of life and that was just how life was. But like it's like ingrained in like society. Even if the people are maybe better now, they would have been like in their 20s. Like the people that are like Bernie Sanders in his 20s, they were basically slaves.
Bernie Sanders was.
Bernie Sanders wasn't a slave, but like when he was growing up in his 20s, like they had just abolished slavery pretty much.
Oh, true. It's not that far back, is it? Which is
it's like one generation.
Fuck.
Well, 2 generations maybe. Like it's not that far. It's crazy.
Fucking hell.
Like to think by the time we're about to die, like in 40 years.
Rip me.
Like only
63.
Only 40 years ago was like Martin Luther King basically talking about the same shit we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
And basically nothing's changed.
How do we get political again?
Basically nothing's changed. It's fucking crazy, right? Like it's
Yeah.
it's insane that like we still need to talk about it. We still like there's still a lot of ground to make.
It's amazing that it's an issue still, you know what I mean? Like that it's you'd think somewhere along the way, I mean maybe hopefully this is the turning point now where people in 30, 40, 50, 100 years will look back on and go, fucking about time someone pulled their ass into gear. About time someone pulled their socks up.
But no wonder people are asking for reform on fucking everything because
policies are outdated,
they said that everything was better, but it was just a lie, basically.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Rudd said sorry. Kevin Rudd said sorry, but has anything actually changed?
No, nothing. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Did John Howard not want to say sorry?
I cannot tell you.
Give me a factual yes or no.
Let me Google it right now for you. All
I'm going to Google
is
John
Howard not want to say sorry? Not want to say
It'll come
sorry.
up.
Did John Howard not want to say sorry? Why did John Howard refuse to say sorry? Prime Minister John Howard refused to do so, stating that he did not subscribe to the black armband view of history.
So he was just didn't want to acknowledge it. Is that what he's saying?
I think maybe or fuck me, no way.
What?
Let me quickly read this.
Oh no. Do I have to tear down a John Howard statue too?
I don't even know if there is one. I did apologise in a sense. I delivered a statement of regret to the Parliament. But it's very easy to apologise for other people's mistakes. The Australian public would have a lot more confidence in politicians who apologise for their own mistakes rather than the mistakes of others.
Is that just a political way of saying that I don't want to say sorry?
I didn't believe genocide had taken place, and I still don't.
Oh my god!
This is theguardian.com.
That's insane.
This is 5 years ago. 5 years ago.
Only 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait. Yeah.
I still don't.
5 years ago. Yeah.
Holy crap! Where'd that dude go to school?
The Australian practice of Indigenous child removal involved both systematic racial discrimination and genocide as defined. Who's saying this?
I don't know. We've taken a huge turn.
He says he's a big
John Howard is a massive racist, guys.
On that note, where there is a long time to go. Not a long time, hopefully a short time, but like there's a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
There's already some
exactly like you're saying before. We
need
to keep it going. We can't just have it be like a 2-week little phase where it's like one of those trends, like that it's cool to be. Because I still saw a bunch of people like taking selfies and stuff at the protests and the march and stuff, and I was just like, oh fuck, I just want to go elbow these cunts. Like
kind of like you want to hope that it's not a trend for most of those people.
Yeah.
Like imagine that there's 50,000 there. Imagine how many people didn't go because of the COVID thing. Still, like
yeah.
I'm sure there was a lot of people that weren't there.
So like we almost didn't go because like we didn't think we were gonna legally be allowed. But then I was thinking also like, what if everyone's thinking that? Everyone has the same mindset as me. Then no one goes.
Yeah.
If everyone just goes, no, fuck it. We need to fucking go. Like, that's how you get traction. That's how people like. It was insane to see that many people like chanting and stuff down the street. And I was very reluctant to get my phone out. I just used Leah's video to post. But like I didn't want to get my phone out because I was like, as much as I want to record like the powerful stuff that's happening, I was like, I don't want to just it to seem like I came here just to get a snip for the internet so they could see what a fucking almighty good person I am. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like,
it shouldn't be.
Yeah, I saw plenty of people that just were like the other way around and had fucking selfie sticks and were just like live streaming, and I don't know, it was kind of whack. But hopefully it was.
But I mean, like even if they were in it for personal gain or whatever, for fucking to get in the good books of everyone online, they're still.
It's better
streaming,
than doing nothing.
It's better than doing nothing. Like,
sadly, yeah.
It's annoying or whatever, but like, I hope there's another one soon that I can attend. I just want to. I've never been a part of anything like that.
Yeah.
And I've never been someone who takes a stand on anything either.
Yeah.
But I always want the best people. So if that's something that I have to do, like, I hate sticking, like, it's not that I hate doing that stuff, but like, I feel like I don't want to be seen as someone just like jumping on that train. Like, you always want the best for people. So like, and now like a lot of people are just going like, I see it in my face and in my Facebook, and I feel like it's just like a lot of people who are just idiots. They're just like, oh, no one actually really fucking cares. Like, it's gonna be gone in like a week, but like, if you just keep on talking about it, it's not gonna be gone. Like, we need.
Yeah, exactly.
The people feel the pressure.
Even if it's change out of like annoyance, even if there's some change because like the government is sick of hearing from us and sick of having to police us in the streets, it's still change.
That's basically what Obama said. Like, the more you talk about it, the more pressure it is on the leaders to change things.
Yeah, and like people
because the
saying,
reason they don't change things
protesting.
is because the reason people don't change anything is because they're like, oh, everyone's comfortable. No one likes change, but everyone's asking for change now. So like,
yeah, and people I saw on Twitter, they're like, don't tell me rioting and protesting doesn't work. They've already raised the charges for the policemen involved in George Floyd to whatever degree it was, and they're like, stuff is happening from this ruckus. Like, so people in the media saying that it's you know, it's silly to protest and riot or whatever. It's clearly working. There was some tweet also that said, do you think like I can't remember the actual tweet, but it was along the lines of like, actually, I'm not even going to quote it because I'll just seem like a dumbass and I have no idea what the tweet was. But like, it was a bunch of examples and instances of where stuff changed after protesting, and like stuff actually, you know,
like those laws got passed because of the protests.
Yeah,
because of like peaceful stuff, like taking a knee during the national anthem or anything where everyone got angry. Dude, that guy. Did you see that thing about the NFL?
Yeah.
Did you see that thing like a few? I think it was like a couple years ago. A couple NFL players took a knee during the national anthem to protest like some African American dudes that got arrested or something like that.
I didn't see that. No, what happened?
So anyway, so these two guys, or actually, I think it was one guy first. The NFL was like, your football players, you didn't have a fucking permit to protest and all this shit.
What the fuck?
And they were basically, I think they fined him, or they were gonna fine him for protesting. And then the other day they were just like, yeah, we were wrong.
Wow.
Like, we should have listened, basically. I don't know if they apologized officially to him, but there was an article saying that.
I shared this thing on Twitter. I keep saying fucking Twitter. That's where I fucking live my life. About how I think it was the white guy, right, that took a knee recently in the NFL or like in whatever football, American football.
Yeah. He
took a knee to protest. I think, so take this with a grain of salt. Mm-hmm. And that was fine. Protesters the news reporters were like, oh, he's allowed to have a voice, blah, 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 blah. And then that same news reporter, when LeBron and Kevin Durant started talking about it, she was like, shut up and dribble the ball.
Oh, like I saw that. I scrolled past that, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking infuriating.
Yeah.
And that bitch, never mind. I'm getting heated. It's called someone a bitch.
Oh, so after that initial dude, Colin, his name was Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick, after the season of him doing that, he became a free agent, but he didn't get signed. And in 2017, he filed a grievance against the NFL and its owners, accusing them of colluding to keep him out of the league. Wow.
I mean, maybe other teams and GMs and stuff just thought he was liable. Like, he would, due to like the way dumb football fans are, would affect negatively on the team. Like, oh, you should be protesting. I want to watch you play football, not have any real life opinion.
He basically gave away his career for just to raise awareness. That's kind of how important it is. Like the dude, he got a payout by the NFL after reaching it.
Yeah.
Oh no, my video just stopped. He got a payout by the NFL after reaching a settlement with them. But still, like he fucking risked it all, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like for him to do like in the NFL. So
yeah, people are giving up like lifetime of security of money and like, you know, their family has stability or whatever. He's risking that just to speak out about something that needs to be spoken out about.
And that shouldn't happen. Like he should never have had to do that.
I'm sorry, you guys, if you're getting sick of us talking political, but it's our podcast. We'll do whatever the fuck we want. Suck my ass.
We only talk about what we want to talk about and whatever happens. So.
Yeah. For the next 6 months, we'll probably drift here every episode, to be honest.
Well, we need you. It's the least we could do, right?
No, exactly.
The absolute least we could do. Yeah. But yeah, this has been sick.
Good. It's good to catch up. I'll try and get my video working, to be honest. I'll get a webcam for this computer so I can chuck it up.
Good. Let's off the pod. Let's just talk about guests and shit. Who we can bring in. Whoever. I'm gonna send you a hour-long video and a minute-long video.
Okay, cool.
By the way, all right, sick.
I'll actually set an alarm for the morning, and then I don't know why this is in the podcast. We can talk about this after.
Sick. Anyway,
thanks for listening,
peeps. Guys. Love you. Stay safe. Love everybody.